Hello and welcome to game 43 on my cat-judged road to 1000, an experiment in overthinking, underperforming and being publicly reviewed by my cats. Today is going to be a little bit of a special game because I know my opponent. He's an online friend. We know each other from the Chess Dojo platform, and we have been playing every odd week a game of 30 minutes. So this will be interesting. I don't have the best stats, like the stats are against me in terms of winning, but I hope we will still have a fun game. Okay, I sent out the challenge. And there we go. I get to play with black. Let's hope that it brings me some luck. Always nervous, especially if you know that someone almost always wins against you. But we haven't been playing in a while, so I'm still curious. I actually don't know what to do against this. So if I do my usual, they come here, because normally I play this. So now, what should I play? I could bring out the bishop here, but I don't want to. But if they take, I can also just take with the queen. So I think I will just continue with the knight here. Also not good if they know how you play. So I think I will still bring out my knight. Or is that bad? Like, is it a trap? If I go here, they come here, I take here. Is that some trap? I don't think so. But this is definitely a configuration I haven't seen yet. So I don't know what the best response would have been there. So how can we continue? They attack this, so I should protect this. I can just protect with my knight, and then it still should be fine, I guess. And if I have my knight here, I can theoretically bring my bishop there, but then it's gonna be attacked by the pawn. So maybe I'm just losing time with that. So maybe I should just bring my bishop to here. But then I cannot push my pawn. Okay, so maybe I bring my bishop here. Then I can push this pawn, get this pawn out. If everything works out according to plan. Definitely never had this configuration, I think, in any game yet. This looks very unfamiliar. And I also have to see if they let me bring out the bishop, because they might be able to prevent that with some move. And then I might get locked in a little bit. Although I could also consider fianchettoing. Shadowing. Okay, so they attack this. I could either chase them away right away, or I will just bring out my bishop. I mean, I could still bring out the bishop here and let them push this pawn, because yeah, maybe that's a good thing. I mean, they could also attack from here. No, they cannot, because then I can take that queen. So I think I will do this just so they maybe have to push this pawn, because then maybe they don't have a really good hiding space for their king. This pawn isn't there anymore, and if this might not be there anymore, so maybe that's a good thing. Oh, okay, they can also do this, but then I'm just taking. Let's see what they take back with. See, I never see all the options that they have. I didn't even see that they could also use their knight to protect this. So now let's see. I just need to make sure I still keep everything under control. I don't want to move this pawn yet before the bishop is gone here, I think. So let's watch out a little bit. They still have 2 attackers on this. I still have 2 defenders on this. So, I mean, I could push this pawn, because right now I can still take back with the queen. And I do want to get my bishop out. So I think I'm gonna do that. I also don't want to lose a lot of time. I think for now I'm still good. But I will definitely need more time very, very soon. Shoot, I just noticed that this pawn was free. Too late. I can bring this here, but do I want to lose both of my bishops? Maybe. What else? They can come here, which isn't great. So should I worry about this? I mean, I can just put my bishop here to avoid that and then not attack this for now. But then if I go here, they can come here. So that's not good. And they could go here, they could come here. No, they can take here. Okay, this is becoming difficult. So why did I dismiss this a little bit? Was it just because I wanted to keep one of my bishops? Oh no, I wanted to prevent this as well. What about doing this? If I go here, they can take... No, I don't have protection for this. I don't like e5 right now. But if I just do this anyways and they come here... No, we just had this, they could come here. And I could go back. I will go here. Okay, lost some time on this and still not happy with what I did. I don't feel like my pieces are playing well together at the moment. I think I should bring my queen out of the pin very soon. So either I push this pawn, or maybe I bring the queen here. Maybe that's better. I should also castle at some point. So I do have a lot to do. I'm just not sure what's the best. So castling is an option, pushing this bishop away, but they can just go here. But then I could follow up with this. Or then maybe I don't want to castle there. Okay, so they took. Yeah, awesome. I cannot take back there. So probably already made a very bad mistake. And I instantly feel like I've lost the game. Like my brain is just like that. So where do I go? I can go here, but then get attacked again right away. But then I could come here. But if they keep, like if they take my next pawn, like what am I doing then? If they just take this then. I guess then I have to take back with this. But then they can come down with the... Oh wow, did I really already lose? I mean, I can still go... No, I cannot. So should I just push their bishop away for now? But they will, again, they will just go here. No, I've lost. I could push, but then I still have 3 attackers. Nothing helps, like nothing helps. I don't know what to do. I mean, what if I push, exchange? No, that also only helps them. I see nothing. No, I'm completely blocked right now. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Random move. 5 minutes behind, and oh shit, no, I will just give up. I mean, I don't want to give up against him, but I just blundered my knight. That's exactly what I didn't want. Just lose this game in like 5 moves. Well, it's 10. Awesome. Yeah, but I don't have the patience these days to fight through these completely lost games, so I'm not gonna do this to me. So he should just take the knight now, and I will just resign. I didn't, yeah, he could also take this. Why is he doing this? Why didn't he just take this? I don't understand. But he can still take everything. No, I'm afraid I'm not in the mood to continue this game, so I will just resign. Unfortunately, I wish this would have been a nicer game. Usually we have super nice games, but where's the resign button? So. Alright, time for analysis. This was the absolute worst case scenario, of course. I really wish this would have been a nicer game, especially against a friend. But I knew I was going to lose pretty much, just based on our statistics, but I did not want this to end so early. But I really just don't have the nerves these days to go through a completely losing position. So let's have a look. I already did a post-mortem with my opponent, which is always fun to just really talk through the moves completely without the engine. So that's a very, very nice thing. So we pretty much, I think, identified what I did wrong. So there weren't a lot of moves to talk about. But now let's see what the engine says about this. So first of all, of course, 20 points away from the 800, so we're still going in the very wrong direction. Not good. But we do have 2 games without a queen blunder, yay. And then let's look at what the game says. So I played with 60% accuracy. Well, I mean, yeah, I didn't give myself a chance to make even more bad stuff. Opponent with 85 or 84. And then we had quite some book moves, so we got quite advanced with the Caro-Kann. He actually had more book moves than I had, which is interesting. And then I had a mistake and a miss and a blunder. So for 10 moves, that's, yeah. And this, yeah. So as long as I knew book moves, I was good. But basically, as soon as I didn't know what to do anymore, I just made horrible moves. So this was book. And here I was already out. I just didn't know what the right move is here. I should have brought this. Maybe I did know, but I don't remember having seen this. So this would have been the better move. Then here we got kind of back into book with that. And then I know I was already thinking, should I push this out or not? I didn't do this, so I thought I just want to continue development for now. So I brought out this bishop, which was already not a good thing. They wanted me to push the pawn. See, I would never have done this because I didn't want to squeeze in my bishop here. And I also don't know why this is necessarily worse. I mean, yeah, I can expect that some pawn is being pushed, but yeah, I didn't think this would be bad. So yeah, this, then taking. Okay, this was actually the best move. When we were discussing this in the post-mortem, I thought that maybe this was already not good because this brought in the queen here, which then got me into the tricky situation. But we then also noticed that maybe it wasn't this move specifically, but maybe rather how I reacted to that. So, but yeah, the move actually was not good. So they should have moved their knight, which they were thinking about. And I think we also noticed, like, because what I should have done now, which I saw in the game after I made a different move, or later, I think even, yeah, it was taking this pawn, which since the queen moved, this pawn was now free, and I guess this is why it wasn't an accuracy. But I didn't see it here yet. Here I was just, oh no, we're getting into a little bit of dangerous territory, maybe, but let's just develop. Or continue development, so open up the path for our bishop. So this didn't look dangerous to me. And I actually thought when we discussed this in post-mortem, I thought this was an actual blunder. But this really was just a missed opportunity because I didn't take this. But I think this kind of equals blunder at the same time. Yeah, because they were already a little bit in an advantage here. So then they should have taken. Why would this have been good? Wouldn't that just have kind of brought out my queen here nicely? I don't know. And then this was my blunder already. I didn't think this was the blunder. Like, honestly, I thought it was the pawn push, but this, what did we discuss? Why was this so bad? This gives your opponent the green light to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. You missed an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. And I was thinking about this for a long time. I don't see, wait, why is this so? Ah, yeah, because I didn't see this. Yeah. And then I think this was the blunder. Seriously, this was the blunder. Because this put me into the situation, because this pawn is pinned. So now I'm getting this fork with the pawn here, like the pawn being taken. And then I just, yeah, and this was completely winning already. And I did not see this coming. Like everything that I considered, I did not see this one coming here at the time. And then I obviously, again, completely misreacted. What were we discussing? Like, my friend was saying maybe go back here. Would that have been good? That would have been okay, but also giving me a further disadvantage. And I think he also suggested this, and this would have been the best move, at least not making things worse, but also not improving things. Because I was so worried about losing even more pawns here, because I saw losing this and then also losing this. So I saw 2 more pawns getting lost. So what do? I instead decide to lose a horse. So now it's completely losing. And I knew this, and after 10 moves, I just didn't have the energy, the nerves to go through this. So very short game today. Really sad about this. Also just because I like the postmortems with my friend, and of course it's nicer if you have longer games where you can discuss a little bit more. But that's where we are. But yeah, it was really funny because he is now 1 point more than I am, which is great for him and very much deserved. He definitely is the better player. So not sad about that part, just that I don't know, like I just make such weird decisions. Like, look at this, a missed opportunity followed by a blunder and then followed by a mistake. And it's not, it's still difficult for me to see, and I don't know why it gets more and more difficult for me to see these bad moves. I don't think, I probably would repeat the same situation next time, because I just don't obviously see it. But again, that's where we are. So a short video today. Maybe that's a nice thing, because I have been also getting tired myself with all the 1 hour videos. I wish it would have been a win, but hopefully we get one next time. So thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and see you soon.